What's going on, everybody? It's your boy here, Chris Stroyer, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a room tour. I was sort of kind of spontaneously inspired, if that even makes sense, today to do this video because I saw a favorite YouTuber of mine do a little bit of a vlog type thing. They don't usually do vlogs, you know what I mean? So it kind of inspired me to like have a little bit of a change of pace from all the gaming related stuff on the channel and, you know, do a little bit of a room tour of my room. It's not necessarily the most interesting or the most groundbreaking, but, you know, it's something, it's something different, something new. So let's just get into it. So the first stop on this tour is going to be my closet. And don't worry, no, there's no skeletons in here. There's nothing weird in here. There's nothing secretive, you know what I mean? I ain't got no skeletons in my closet, you know what I mean? As people usually say, you know, the joke. Okay, so, you know, here we have my clothes. I have some pretty nice clothes in here, you know, some pretty nice Polo brand stuff, you know, some sports stuff that I'm not going to wear because I'm not really that much of a sports fan, you feel me? And, you know, I just sort of kind of keep random stuff in there. Like, you know, as you can see in this picture, I have this Intel Core CPU thingy. Y'all probably remember the video on it, don't you? Yeah, you remember. I'll leave a screenshot or a link to the video in here so you can, like, you know, so I can sort of kind of jog your memory. And, you know, I have them little Jordans that are way oversized that'll probably never fit me like ever. But okay, let's move on to the next stop. So the next stop on this tour is my bed, you know, pretty basic, pretty cool, you know what I mean? Little yellow pillow right there, you know what I mean? Little cloth that I sometimes use as a bedspread, sometimes use as a blanket, you know what I mean? It's not the softest, not the hardest, not the most comfortable, not the most uncomfortable. It's a little small for me to fit in, but, you know, I make do. You know, sometimes I prefer to even sleep on the floor, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, just a little side note, you guys might be wondering why there's so many sticky notes on the wall. You know, it's just like some positive messages that I write whenever I feel kind of down, you know what I mean? Just to get me up in my spirits again, you know what I mean? Just some positive, uplifting messages that I write to myself. You know, sometimes it's nice to just look at those whenever I'm not feeling my best that day. And, you know, they just kind of perk me up a little bit. So, you know, that's the story behind that. And coming on to the next part of the tour is my nightstand slash lampstand, whichever one you want to call it. It's basically the little drawer table thing right next to my bed. Here we got some tape. Here we got the sticky notes that I use to put up those little notes on the wall that I mentioned before and stuff. You know what I mean? Got to keep them nice and arranged. You know what I mean? And the lamp. I don't really plug up this lamp that much, let alone like use it. You know what I mean? But it's just sort of kind of there in case I ever need some light. You know what I mean? 3 different light settings, touch activated. You know what I mean? Pretty cool. But I'm gonna just unplug it for now just to save power. You feel me? You know. And right there is my little My Hero Academia poster. You know what I mean? You can't really see it right here, but I'm gonna like leave up a picture of it. You know what I mean? My Hero Academia is a pretty cool anime. I'm a little bit of a fan of it, you know what I mean? It's pretty nice besides all the hate and the fan base and all the controversy and all that. You know, it's still a pretty cool anime in my opinion, and I'm fully caught up on it, not the manga, so don't put any manga spoilers in the comments, please. Thank you. And on to the next part of the tour. So over here we have this little black shirt that's hanging up on my wall. It's to honor someone, but I'm sure the person that it's honoring wouldn't really want me to go into further detail about it too much, so let's just leave it at that. It's a little black shirt hanging on my wall, you know what I mean? And over here we have these little Star Wars curtains. I've actually had these since like 2017, you know what I mean? They're pretty cool. I'm not really that much of a Star Wars fan, but, you know, they're pretty cool, so I just sort of kind of keep them up there, you know, kind of open, kind of closed at times, you know, depending on how hot it is in the room and what I'm feeling like, dark or light, you know. And over here we have my laundry baskets that I use to wash some not so clean clothes, you know what I mean? And I have the gloves over here because I hand wash them because that's what men do. That's what big, strong, hard-working men do. And definitely not because our washer isn't working. But don't worry about that. Okay. And over here we got my laptop, but let me just quickly move this marker over to where the sticky notes are, you know what I mean? Over here we have my laptop. You already know what I use it for. Stuff. Okay, let me stop. Okay, I mainly use it for YouTube stuff, work, stuff and work, YouTube stuff, work. You know, I don't really do much interesting stuff on there. Let's just leave it over there for now. And yeah, let's move on. And over here in this corner, we have some bags, one of them being my old school bag that I used to use for school before I graduated. If y'all didn't know, I just graduated. And on top of that, we have a classical wooden guitar. No, it is not mine. It is actually my elder brother's. It's just sort of kind of been left here. I've been taking good care of it. Unfortunately, it only has 2 strings, so I can't play it to its max potential, but sometimes I occasionally strum the strings for some relaxation and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's pretty nice looking, you know, for aesthetics. So, you know, I just sort of kind of keep it around, take good care of it, you feel me? And yeah, that's that, I guess. I don't plan on becoming a musician anytime soon, so y'all better not. I mean, I'd obviously kill it, but let's just hold off on that for now so I can work on my YouTube channel. Anyway, over here we have my shelf, you know what I mean? I just sort of kind of keep random stuff on it that I can quickly remember and reach to. Down here we have a controller I don't use and some controller covers. Over here is some random stuff, and up here is like some personal dishes and plates. Listen, look, just because there's a little bit of cake in there, I know what y'all are thinking. I'm not a slob, I'm not messy. I plan on eating that cake later to stop judging me. Okay, I plan on cleaning that up and arranging it sometime soon. And over here we have the little positivity block. I made a video on this a while ago. I just sort of kind of look at it for some positive messages, you feel me? You know, just a little bit of motivation, a little bit of feel good vibes. Like I said before, I'll probably leave a screenshot of that video too. And we have my little panda cup that I use for drinks. And over here we have my little red cup. It's actually my hygiene cup that I mainly use for soap and bathing stuff and stuff. Look, don't judge me for that either. And over here we have my graduation cap. I'm not going to be telling you guys which school I graduated from for the safety and all that. As you can see right here, 2023 graduate and all that. Here's my little honor cord. I was on the honor roll, the magna cum laude or whatever it's called. And I still think that name is kind of weird and kind of funny, especially because of how it's spelled, but I'm not going to think about that too much. Maturity and all that. And then over here we have my little motivation wall slash poster slash bulletin board. Yes, the base of it is a Fortnite poster. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. Fortnite was kind of, it used to be cool in my opinion. I used to play it, why not? You know, I just sort of kind of stick some motivational messages up here for like dieting and consistency, motivation, and you know, sleep schedule and hygiene and stuff like that. Just stuff that I want to make happen. I just sort of kind of stick it up there slash write it up there, you know what I mean? And this little white piece of paper right here is my quote unquote new schedule that I'm trying to work on. I don't know if it's going to work out. And then right under it I have the little tribute to my old console, you know, my Xbox One. It stopped working in 2021, so you know, I just sort of kind of wrote that down. But I mean, I did get a new console, so I'm not too sad about it. But you know, it was like my first ever like current gen console that my big sister ever bought for me. So, you know, it has a special place in my heart. So that's why I wrote that up there. And for the next part of the tour, we have the place where most of the magic happens, my little gaming setup, you know what I mean? The TV, the console, and all that, you know what I mean? Just watching some Crystroyer XD, you feel me? By the way, subscribe. We have my Xbox One S controller from the console that I mentioned earlier, because my series controllers are sort of kind of broken, not because of rage, well, partially, and, you know, just drift and all that. We have my lanyard with my keys, which was given to me by a dear friend and all that. We have a bunch of random items on the table, you know what I mean? I'll be sure to arrange those later. And we have my little water bottle, just got to take a quick swig, you know, to stay hydrated and all that. Very convenient to take some cold beverages with me wherever I want to go, you know what I mean? Just like whenever it's hot out. Definitely recommend you guys get one of these if you haven't already. It's also a pretty good way to reduce waste as well. And this little next part isn't really part of the tour, but it's just sort of kind of what I was eating at the time. It's some food that my mom cooked. The original native name for it is a little too difficult for me to pronounce. Keep in mind, it is a Nigerian dish, you know what I mean? But a way my mom said that I can address it is igbono soup mixed with okra and some ebai on the side. That's the thing that's next to the chicken that the fork is inside of. It's like a certain type of mashed potatoes with certain powder and certain stuff baked into it that you dip into the soup with your bare hands, and then you eat it. It tastes amazing, you know what I mean? It has a nice little sticky consistency to it. If you guys have any like Nigerian or African parents that make something similar, please appreciate this food, because it honestly tastes amazing. It tastes almost better than like fast food, if I'm being honest. It's beautiful. It's delicious. And you know what? I think that just about wraps up the tour, so I'm gonna end it off right here by sitting down, taking a little bit of a breather, you know what I mean? Gotta rest them legs, you feel me? Thank you guys so much for tuning into this little room tour of mine. I'm still not necessarily sure why I did this. I mean, I sort of kind of on the inside, I felt like it sort of kind of just had to be done for personal purposes and all that. You know, plus you guys might not know what my room looks like, even though you've seen it in the background in many like other videos and stuff. But yeah, this is the whole thing, the whole unfiltered, uncensored, full thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you guys so much for the support lately on my videos. 2.7k views, that's crazy, you know what I mean? On a simple gaming clip, that's amazing. Thank you guys so much for supporting these videos and tapping on this one, and overall just checking out all of my videos, you know what I mean? I can't wait to see what heights that this channel grows to in the future, you know? And maybe one day, like I said before in the video, I might look back on this and think, wow, this old room of mine, man, I really miss it. I can't believe I'm now living in a $6 trillion mansion. Okay, I'm over exaggerating, but overall, for real though, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and recommend some games down in the comments that I can play and all that for gameplay purposes. And until the next video, I'm gonna see y'all soon, and peace out.